Morning.
I am Debashish Ghosh, Municipal Commissioner, Bidhannagar Municipal Corporation, and with me our Joint Commissioner, our Chief Health Officers, and other officers also present. So I would like to present our presentation. May I start?
Please start.
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Please start.
Bidhannagar Municipal Corporation, we are going to present our presentation on the health issue that is mainly on COVID-19 management. The COVID pandemic, as you all know, that it's since last 1.5 years, this pandemic situation is going on in our corporation as well as throughout our country and to the whole world. And on that issue, we would like to present ourselves. And at the beginning, I just introduced Bidhannagar Municipal Corporation. It is only established on 16th October 2015. That is only 5.5 years. And it's with a total area of 60.5 square kilometer and a population of 6.32 lakhs as per 2011 census. Now it is more than 7 lakhs. We have a 6 number of boroughs with 41 wards. And main characteristics of our corporation is it is very near to adjacent to the Kolkata, on the east side of Kolkata, and close to the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport. And practically, Bidhannagar Municipal Corporation was formed by the merger of erstwhile Bidhannagar Municipality and Rajarhat Gopalpur Municipality. As you all know, that Bidhannagar Municipality is a planned city, and on the contrary, the Rajarhat Gopalpur Municipality has some both in elite area to some slum areas also. So we have to face both the problems of a planned city as well as some unplanned area. Main objective of ours is to prevent the spread of COVID-19 cases and at the same time to reduce its transmission mainly by early detection and isolation. And also to enforce the COVID appropriate behavior CAB amongst the citizens of the corporation, to tackle the COVID-19 death cases and also the serious type of patients by early hospitalization. And also at the same time, we are going to for the awareness campaign, mainly IEC activities to reduce the panic, anxiety, etc. among the citizens. And at the same time, we give equal importance to the non-COVID emergency cases, because at the time of pandemic, we have all seen that the COVID patients have given the maximum importance. So at the same time, the other serious patients like heart patients, kidney patients, or the cancer patients, we at the same time, we give the same emphasis, same trust on them also for their treatment. And we always maintain the good coordination among all government agencies, NGOs, IMA, and all other agencies. Next. At the very beginning, that the first case of India was detected on 23rd March 2020. So earlier to that, we have gone through some workshops among our ward councillors, municipal doctors, engineers, NGOs. That is before the outbreak of the pandemic. And at the same time, we have formed the task force for the preparation of the roadmaps and monitoring. Because at that time, all of us were not fully aware of the future situation, what type of actions we have to take in the near future. And so the task force, mainly with the doctors, we try to find a way out to combat the situation. And at the same time, the coordination with the general administration, police, health department in regular basis. And our main motto was, as per guidelines of the IMA as well as the health department or the authorities of the government of India as well as our state government, mainly testing, tracking, and telemedicine facility with follow-up. That is, we first going for the above test, then track them. We always keep close contact with those patients with our telemedicine facility and follow up their day-to-day conditions. And for this purpose, we have from our corporation, other than the government and other private facilities, we have earmarked our 2 ambulances, especially for the COVID patients, and as well as 2 heart attacks. And we deployed some manpower among our staffs ward-wise, because some containment zones or micro containment zones have to form, and on that areas for the people, they are restricted to come out for their day-to-day activities, and for that purpose, for the day-to-day needs, for supply of foods, medicines, essential items, we have formed some groups with our manpower to help them and to provide them all their daily needs to their homes. And I am proud to say that the first safe home in the district, other than the government facilities, that is mainly for the asymptomatic and patients with mild symptoms, we have formed it in one of the places within our corporation. And because mainly the patients staying at the slums or small houses who has not got the facility with a separate room, having facility of separate toilets, we brought them to these safe homes with our doctor's facility and all other facilities. And accordingly, as per advice of the experts, we deployed 2 tankers with sprinklers for street and surface sanitizations, and for the offices also, for streets also, for marketplaces also. And we distributed the spray jet machines amongst our wards, all 41 wards, for sanitation of the houses, especially in the micro containment zone. And extensive miking, IC material distribution, enforcement of COVID appropriate behavior, we have done this also, and distributed face masks, sanitizers at the marketplaces, in the gathering places, and to avoid the people not to come out without face mask, and always use the sanitizers. And we have also supplied oxygen concentrator and oxygen cylinders to the needy patients at home from our own resources to our ward coordinators and ward officials. And COVID testing also done at the same time, rapid antigen test and RT-PCR test, mainly for the migrant workers, passengers coming from abroad by flights in the NSCI airport and micro-containment zones. We also at the same time conducting house-to-house survey to identify ILI, SARI, and comorbidity patients, and also the vaccination status. And always help the COVID patients to find them for arranging hospital beds and for the transmission to the hospitals with our ambulance facility. Another big challenge was the disposal of the biomedical waste that is generated from the COVID houses. And we tie up with the local government hospitals, through the private agencies, the collection of the biomedical waste by separately and dispose them accordingly. And at the same time, also the PPE kits also we have disposed in the same way. And a major challenge was faced by us, that is Bidhannagar Municipal Corporation has no crematorium on its own in the same place. We have to send our dead bodies to the adjacent urban local bodies crematorium, mainly to the Kolkata Municipal Corporation. But at the time of COVID cases, especially during the second wave, from the March 2021 to till date. The the adjacent crematoriums also fully saturated, and we have to find out another way. We have to keep their separate dedicated teams and always keep close contact with the local bodies and the crematoriums, and send the dead bodies to those crematoriums with full dignity and full honor, and with always with keeping close contacts with the persons, the near relatives of the deceased person. And for this purpose, we have dedicated our own hearse vans and a separate agency, private agency, who was always going to serve their husbands within half or 1 hour to the nearby hospital.
Sorry for the interruption, sir. Please conclude your presentation in next 2 minutes.
Okay, sir. So it was a big challenge for us, and till date we have so till date we have also stressed on the vaccinations on purpose also. We have already vaccinated 3,82,000 doses, out of which 1,41,000 given by BMC itself, and around 60% of the population vaccinated till 31st August. And our death rate till 31st August is only 0.82%. Whereas we have cases of more than 13,000 in the month of April 2021. And our main success in, I think it's our innovative part, that is the street sanitation. Practically, it is done by sodium hypochlorite, which is a costly item. And we have, our doctor's team has devised another mixture that is with bleaching powder and detergent in equal proportion to give the same effect. And it has been recommended by the Vice Chancellor of Jadavpur University, who was himself is a chemical engineer. And he has advised us, and we used this and got the same result for the street and surface sanitization with a cost reduction of 99.5%. So this is all I have to say. At last, I can say that together we fight to stand. Thank you, sir. Sir, am I audible, sir? Sir?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes, sir, I have finished my presentation. Thank you all, sir.
Updesh, sir, most, sir.
Pardon, sir?
No, I was speaking to Juiz.
Sir, I would like to know what innovation you have used, in particularly in second phase of COVID, which we can consider for Scotch Award.
Sir, first of all, I have already told about the sanitization, street sanitization, market sanitization, and for that purpose, we have to use a huge amount of money using the sodium hypochlorite solution. Instead of that, we have used bleaching powder and detergent in the equal proportion, and used our vehicles, that the sprinklers, containing 4,000 liters of solution at a time, and it has reduced the cost at about 99.5%, and it is recommended by the Jadavpur University Chemical Department. And secondly, for the good management of the COVID patients, we have started the telemedicine facility from our own doctors. We have always tracked with the patients day and night within 24 hours and advised them on their medicines. And if needed, we have supplied them with the oxygen concentrators and other oxygen supplies, and helped them to find the hospital beds with our ambulances with full oxygen facility, and tracked them until they are cured. And secondly, we have established 4 safe homes for the needy persons and the poor persons, at our own cost at different localities within our municipal corporation area, and with our 24 hours doctor services for the mainly for the asymptomatic and mild patients with mild symptoms. And if any further symptoms arises, we have shifted them to the nearby hospitals. And thirdly, I have earlier told for the dead body disposal cases, which is a huge burden on Bizarnagar Municipal Corporation, not only the death cases of our locality, but it Salt Lake area, it has contained more than 15 private hospitals who have treated the COVID patients. And as you understand, sir, at that time, per day, 40 to 50 death cases arises, which are not from only from our corporation area, but different areas of West Bengal who came to for the treatment in the Salt Lake area. But as per government guideline, we have taken the responsibility for the dead body disposal with full dignity and honor, and for that purpose we have done it successfully. In these 4 months, we have disposed something nearly 700 such cases. And fourthly, we have developed a good infrastructure for these purposes, and for telemedicine purposes, for safe home purposes, and we are now prepared for if hardware wave may come, what may God forbid. So we are now prepared to fight against that also.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, please tell me, God forbid, if the third wave come, what else new you will like to do, which you have not been able to do so far, seeing your past experience?
Yeah, sir. We have already decided to vaccinate 100% people of Bizarnagar Corporation area, and at least with 1 dose. But we have already planned. We have done more than 60% vaccination, and we are happy to say that in the month of September, we have done already more than 1 lakh vaccination to the public, and we hope that within 15th October, we complete the first dose vaccination for all the eligible population of Bizarnagar Corporation, that is more than 18 years of old. And by 15th January 2022, we have completed their second dose of vaccination. So it is our study that though the people may be affected by the COVID-19 after taking the vaccine also, but the death cases is very much minimum for those people who have already vaccinated. And we stressed on this as per our government policy also. We stressed on this for the 100% vaccination. And at the same time, preparing our ambulances ready with oxygen facility for the needy patients, and the hospitals for to fight the COVID patients, especially for the childs, which our experts presume that this time, if third wave came, it may hit the childs also.
Okay, just tell me, you see, is there any resistance now, as initially it was found, for injections, for getting?
No, sir. It is now huge queue and public
Huge
demand for
queue.
the vaccination.
Okay.
Yes.
And lastly, tell me, are there people following COVID appropriate behavior now?
Yes, sir. Most of the people followed the behavior, but to some extent, always 5 to 10% people are still, they are not like to follow the behaviors. And we are taking our teams there, our propagandas there, our IAC activities there, and to in some cases we are also taking the harsh decision also.
Yeah, constant education
Yeah.
is the only answer.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.